Hey guys, you asked for it. Here it is, the 5 habits that will transform your work life. Now, these things I do on a regular basis. Some of these I've been doing since I was the age of 17. So get a pen or take a screenshot of these, but write these down. They have literally changed my life. Now, these ideas, these top 5, have come from a combination of not just reading and training, but also application and experience. The first one we're going to jump into is prayer. Now, you might be thinking, well, Nathan, atheist, I'm agnostic, or I don't believe in prayer, or, hey, I believe in prayer at a different time at night or something like that. Listen, regardless of your faith, no matter which faith you have, I want to give you a deeper definition of prayer. Prayer is the behavior, the action of requesting for what you want. Okay. Most of the time, if you could think of like children, they go to their parents, they ask, I think of my kids, Daddy, can I have this? Daddy, can we go here? Daddy, right? So it's an ask. And one of the most powerful things that we have available to our fingertips, no matter who you are, no matter what your belief is or religion, you have the power to ask and it shall be given unto you. So when you start your day, start with a prayer. It doesn't have to be long, doesn't have to be an hour. It can be, it's up to you. But typically, I think especially in the start of the day, especially during the week, you're probably going to want to keep it short and sweet, direct to the point. Number 2, you're going to read for 30 minutes. Now, I get it, guys. I know you're probably thinking, Nathan, you don't know my life. You don't know how my mornings are. My mornings are crazy. I'm sending kids off to school or whatever it is, and I got to get to the office, whatever it may be. Here's the thing. You have to read in the morning. Set your day up so that you are reading in the morning. Your mind is most fresh in the morning. I'm going to rewind. When I was to the age of 17, I used to wake up every morning with my dad at 4 a.m. My dad would go off to his business. I would go off to deliver newspapers. I would deliver newspapers for about 3 hours. I'd pick them up, deliver about 550 newspapers, and then I would go to this little cafe just at the end of my route, and I'd sit there for about an hour to sometimes 90 minutes, and I would read a book. These books were typically marketing, sales, personal development. It really started off with personal development. Then it gravitated towards business books, finance books. I remember one of the books I read, which just came up recently, was The Truth About Money. One of my favorite books by Rick Edelman. So read for 30 minutes, whether you're taking breakfast during that time, whatever it may be, but just make sure you read for 30 minutes. When you put new information in your mind that's aligned with what you're doing in life, it could be related to your work, could be related to your side business, whatever it may be, just read 30 minutes. That's it. Set a timer on your phone and move forward with that. Next is going to be clean your desk daily, okay? Minimum of 10 minutes, all right? Clean your desk daily. This is really critical. I know it may sound like, what are you talking about? Nathan, my desk is always clean, you might say. Oh, okay, all right. Maybe your physical desk. What about your digital desk? What about your digital folders? What about your desktop on your computer? What about those documents in your downloads folder? All right, you're going to do this just 10 minutes every day. One of the things I personally do in this format is when I get to my office, I get a wet rag and I wipe down my desk. I make sure everything's clean. A little OCD this way. I like my desk clean, ready to go, and everything is organized so I can start my day. Then what I do on Sundays, typically Saturdays and Sundays, I'll get on my phone or my laptop, whatever it may be, and all I do is clean. I organize, delete, and this is literally just maybe 10, 15 minutes on the weekend, and I do it consistently. And this helps to keep things organized and clean. Otherwise, things just start piling up and piling up. You'll notice that if you do a little bit of this every day, after a while, things just start getting more organized and clean. What you don't want to do is set aside like 3 hours on one particular day, like on a Saturday morning, and try to clean. Don't do that. Get in the habit of doing a little bit every day, and it goes a long way. Number 4 is hydrate. I know, you're probably thinking like, really, Nate? Like, you don't want to throw some fitness in there? No, not fitness. Literally, your body is mostly made up of water, and you need more water to think clearly, operate, function, to get you throughout the day. And another thing too that water can do for you is it reduces hunger. So sometimes if you're trying to like snack less, or maybe go down from 3 meals to 2 meals, or even 1 meal a day, or even if you're fasting, one of my favorites, then you're going to want to hydrate more often. Now, typically what I typically do is I have like a flask here, could put water, ice water, whatever it may be. You'd sometimes see me in these videos. I'll be having like my lemon water, whatever it may be. Just make sure you're hydrating. I typically I actually buy these 1.5 liters. I usually have one around here, 1.5 liters of water. And I know I need to drink 2 of those a day. That's how I regulate it. Or if you have a different measuring guide, drink enough water for you to stay hydrated. It's really important for your health and your mental capacity. Next, work in 45-minute work blocks. This is really critical. This is really helpful because a lot of people, what they'll do is they will work maybe hours at a time. Sometimes they'll maybe get to the office. Maybe you get to the office at 9 and you plow through until 12 or 1 o'clock. What you can really do is wear down your mind. Maybe in between there, you go to the restroom and stuff like that. But the reality is what you want to do is work in 45-minute blocks. And then you'll find that you actually don't even need to take that break in between, the longer break, the hour break, the half an hour break. If what you do, you work in 45-minute blocks, take a break, maybe walk around, come back, do something else, come back, and then start up again, then you'll find you'll have a much more better mental clarity, better energy. And if you have a watch, if you have like maybe a Fitbit or an Apple Watch, or maybe you have a Google Watch, Pixel Watch, if you have any type of watch, typically if you have this setting turned on, it will remind you to stand. So I want you to think about that. There's a lot of science behind this, that a lot of people are living these lifestyles of just sitting all the time, maybe, all day long, right? And what you want to do is get that movement going, not only just the blood flowing, but maybe doing some stretching along the way. And here's the thing. If you don't have a watch, it's okay. If you do, turn on the setting where it asks you to stand up. I have that setting turned on, and sometimes I do forget. I'll be shocked. Like, whoa, can't believe all this time went by. Get in there, stand up, make it happen. Walk around. And then maybe while you're walking around a little bit, you say another little prayer. So anyway, these are the 5 habits. It will transform your work life. Again, I have taken these not only from trainings or readings that I've done, but also I've applied these and seen a trajectory. What do they call it? The hockey stick trajectory? Not because I play hockey, but it will really help you. It'll help you and make them a habit into your life. That's really important. And if you want more tips and tips like these or different ways to make your work life better, then go to braveideas.co/tips, and you can get some tips there from our newsletter or from videos that we put out to help you grow and live a better, more fearless life. Okay, I'll see you in the next one.